Well, I mean, first of all, Richmond's got that history that, state championships and a lot of deep playoff runs, even when they didn't win the state championship. And it's a whole county school. I mean, they get everybody in their county, and kids grow up knowing they're going to Richmond, and they're excited about that. And, it's not something we have here in Raleigh. I mean, we got so many schools in Raleigh, they don't know where they're going from year to year. But, it's a great program. Coach Castellano's gone in there and kept the bar high and has done a great job down there. And yeah, I mean, we have a little history there. He was my defensive coordinator for a few years here at Millbrook, and he went on and coached college football and then got back into it, did a great job at Middle Creek, and has continued that on at Richmond High.
Some of your players, I guess, went down there a few years ago and
right.
Won that game, and so it's not that unfamiliar territory. But.
No, I mean, we've got a few players that were sophomores that year on our team that are now seniors, They played big roles in that. Nick Vincent had an interception in that game for us, still playing defensive back for us, and Isaiah Bowman was playing a little defensive back and a little bit of receiver as well, and got to play in that game too. So we've been there, and it's not been too long ago. So hopefully that environment won't be too overwhelming for us.
It is, yeah. For the past 2 seasons, we've traveled in the first round, and I think it makes it a little bit more difficult. Just the logistics of getting to that next location, and then dealing obviously with an opposing crowd. And so it is. We're excited about being able to host the first round, and I'm looking forward to the matchup.
Having the week off, has that helped you? I mean, obviously you didn't know who your opponent was the first week, but just getting help, anything like that? Or?
Yeah, it did. It was. I think it's at the end of the day, maybe in a sense less than ideal, but we were certainly grateful for it. It allowed us to get a little bit healthy. We were a little banged up from a long season, and it also allowed us to integrate some of our JV players into what we were doing that we brought up for this playoff run. And so yeah, it turned out to be definitely a blessing in disguise for us. Yeah, it'll be, I think, a good opportunity for us. We've got a very talented opponent coming to town, and they've done a tremendous job of scoring points, and we're going to have our hands full. But yeah, definitely a different level of excitement as you head into the postseason, and our hope is we come in well prepared and go out there and execute the game plan.
Do you notice much of a difference this second year now playing 4A playoffs and 3A?
The biggest difference is just the depth overall, and we've been able to develop some of that over the past couple years. But in terms of just raw talent, I think you'll see more similarities than not between 3A and 4A. I think to me the big difference is just the depth of talent at these 4A schools.
Best finish, regular season finish in school history. Looking for the first playoff win for the school. I mean, it's got to be a lot of excitement going on now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we definitely had a great regular season, but the players know that this is a whole new season now. Everybody starts out 0-0, so it'll be pressed upon us to go out and have a great game against Holly Springs. I mean, I know the head coach obviously is an NC State guy, so I mean that's a rivalry within itself to try to beat him. But I mean, they're a well-coached team from everything we've seen on tape. None of my players have really mentioned them playing them in the past, but they're a really, really good team, and hopefully our guys are up for the challenge. I think the broader community has really embraced what we've been doing so far this year, so hopefully they'll come out and support us because we'll need that 12th man.